Welcome to a lesson on significant figures. This lesson is being presented by Peter Smith. The goal of this lesson is to 1. Determine the number of significant figures in a number. 2. Round numbers to correct number of significant figures. Significant figure, or significant digit, is something you will always come up on later in your career, maybe if you are doing chemistry, physics, or maybe even if you are going into medicine. But not only that, you will find where you have to use significant figures in other career areas of choices. So you must do your best in understanding significant figures, because you never know how much of this you will need later in life. What I like about this topic is that there are some rules which we can follow, and if we practice these rules over and over, it becomes easy. These are the rules. 1. Non-zero digit. These are numbers which are written with no zeros in them. All digits in this type of numbers are counted as significant. So, if you have the number 5371, all the digits in this number are counted as significant. Therefore, we can say that this number is written with 4 significant figures: the 5, the 3, the 7, and the 1. So, we call this type of number non-zero digit. Rule number 2. Zeros. These are numbers written with 1 or more zeros in them. This is divided into 3 groups. The first group of zeros are called the captive zeros. These are zeros which come between non-zero digits. These zeros are counted as significant. For example, if you have the numbers 32,074 and 50.08, these are zeros which come between the non-zero digits, and they called captive zeros, and they are counted as significant. Therefore, the first number in this has 5 significant figures, and the second number has 4 significant figures. The second types of zeros are the trailing zeros. These are zeros which come at the end of a number. These zeros are counted as significant only if the number is written with a decimal point. For example, if you have the number 31,000, this number has only 2 significant figures, the 3 and the 1. Only the non-zero digits are counted as significant. But if you have 3100.0, all the zeros in this number are counted as significant, because it is written with a decimal point in it. Therefore, this number has 5 significant figures. And the third type's zeros are the leading zeros. These are zeros which come in front of non-zero digits. They never count as significant figures. They only indicate the position of a decimal point. For example, in the number 0.0000578, the zeros in this number are leading zeros, and must never count as significant figures. Only the non-zero digits are significant figures. Therefore, this number has only 3 significant figures. So, these are the rules which you have to know when answering problems on significant figures. Now, let us determine the number of significant figures in each of the following numbers. You may pause the video and try these problems on your own before looking at my solutions. These are the answers. The first number has 5 significant figures, the second has 1, the third has 5, and the fourth has 3. Okay, you are watching a lesson on significant figures, which is being presented by Peter Smith. Continue watching as we move on to another exercise. Round to follow numbers to two significant figures. You may pause the video and try these problems on your own before looking at my solutions. These are the answers. Number 1, 7,600. Number 2, 44. Number 3, 0.0033. Number 4, 160. Number 5, 61. Number 6, 0.00089. Number 7, 0.016. Number 8, 3.0. Number 9, 11,000. And number 10, 64. Here is a final exercise. Round each of the following to one significant figure. You may pause the video and try these problems on your own before looking at my solutions. These are the answers. Number 1, 900. Number 2, 0.004. Number 3, 10. Number 4, 1000. Number 5, 400. You have just watched a lesson on significant figures. This is a lesson which was presented by Peter Smith. Please join me in another lesson where we learn more important math topics. Let us think of education as one of the tools for developing our greatest abilities, because in each of us there is a private hope and dream.